and moved and attacked.
Yeah, I should have actually 5-foot stepped, but I forgot about that. That's fine.
Yeah, we have to decide whether 5-foot steps ends your movement for the turn.
Well, even for this one, it would have been move, and then I had 5 feet left to go.
Yep.
And that's fine. He's not. He is a green. He's green. He's got low wisdom.
All right, Nils, top around 4. You've got this thing flanked.
Yeah,
this thing's a jump, man. It's a jump. Get this.
Okay, so one.
Fuck you. Oh,
So
fuck
8.
me, eh? Fuck me.
So 8, 10.
That's not the sort of thing you say to a guy with a 2-headed sword, motherfucker.
Gotcha.
Oh, scimitar.
1d6 plus. Two-handed. Yeah, 10 plus 12. So, oh, it's 12. Yeah, 1d6 plus 12. 18.
Plus 12? You gonna walk me through that damage?
Yeah.
What's your strength?
Strength 5. Power attack.
Plus 7. You're power attacking with a 2-handed weapon, or like a weapon you're wielding 2-handed, so it's plus 10, and then
plus 2.
Plus 2 from favored enemy.
Wow. Holy bejesus.
Okay, so that does 13 damage to the record demon.
Yep.
10.
Holy bejesus.
32. It is bloodied.
Oh, this thing has a lot of hit points. Fuck. Yeah, there's one. First attack was 12, so 1d20 plus 7.
It would also be 2 less because you only get the aid. Oh no, you weren't getting aids.
Right. I wasn't getting aid.
Okay.
No aid, just flank.
So 13's a miss.
It is a miss. Its AC is 15, and its armor is reduced by 1. So right now its AC is 14.
Yeah, I can't do anything to.
Okay. And then your last swipe.
Oh, I can. My last swipe, I'm gonna aid. What's his name? Biff.
Okay. AC 10. You aid Biff. You also would have hit the record demon.
Shut the fuck up. But
Biff,
aiming for the thing likely to hit, right?
My sword's vibrating. My sword's vibrating.
Keep striking. Keep your voice down. We don't want more.
Oh, make him take on the whole army, man.
Shut the fuck up, Biff.
It's the sound of combat. Biff being Biff talking is not the loudest thing. Let's see. All right. So 2, 7, 8. Biff is power attacking, so 7, but he's getting an aid from Nils. Critical threat. Critical hit. Yeah, eat it. Standard damage. Okay, 4d6 plus 14 minus 5. 26 damage to the record demon. He knocks it out. Wait, it's... Yeah, he knocks it out.
Attaboy. Good.
He continues to attack it and ends up killing it.
In the name of the mortal realms.
He changes the... he's pretty good with the greatsword. He changes the hand positioning to a downward stroke. And yeah, you like that, huh? You! He points at the 2 record demons. They're kind of like, me, you. Ha-ha! We're going to win. The record demons. Well, they saw half of their number. They're going to... One of them's going to try to shatter Biff's blade, and the other one is actually running away.
Well, the other one might choose if that blade explodes.
Hey, they keep on making it vibrate. and then scurries away. You guys know that the streets have been dangerous. I don't know if you're chasing after them. Clovis?
We're going to try to retrieve Trembrandt's holy symbol and his weapon.
Yeah, you don't like the look of this street. It's like a major thoroughfare in the ruins.
We're going to
of
grab
the
Sir
city.
Tremblant and pull him back into the alley.
You pull him back in. Man,
Minus a head.
I feel like we could take on the whole thing, man. The whole fucking demon army. Biff's. They got me a little bit.
No, we can't.
Yeah, Sir Tembrandt's head is caved in. His helmet is useless, although his sword isn't.
Okay.
Yeah. What size? What is his sword?
His sword is a 1. It will be a long sword. 2. It is a bastard sword. 3. It is a short sword.
And what can I use?
Give me a D3.
D3.
Let's see what.
You use D4, but 4 it's a feather duster.
2. Short sword.
No.
Bastard sword.
A bastard
A
sword.
bastard sword. Bastard sword. I don't think I can use.
You can use one. It will provide the same penalty that you have with your scimitars.
Okay, Clovis recovers
it's an exotic weapon to hold in one hand.
Clovis recovers a silver holy symbol of Bahamut from his master, as well as his master's +1 cold iron bastard sword. You know that there are shortages in cold iron in the Crusade, that not every soldier is given a cold iron
This is equipped with a cold iron weapon. Okay.
Paladins have, if they're not ones that can automatically make their items good.
What are the halberds?
The halberds from the 2 goat demons are masterwork halberds. They are very dirty, though. Their business ends have been covered in some sort of ick.
They have no treasure on them.
Halberds. Masterwork
halberds.
halberds.
Okay.
And then the breaker demons have all sorts of pouches of broken things, like destroyed things.
Fuckers.
They're anti-treasure.
You
You fight them, you get poorer.
Are you guys pulling back
Yes.
into your little hovel there?
I would think we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we
don't know who's in charge right now. I assume the sergeant is.
Are you pulling back
Pull back.
Sir Tembrand's body, or are you just leaving his body there?
We'll pull his body back.
Okay.
Pull his body back to
Oh, man.
to here.
To where? Point again. I was too far in, zoomed in. Okay, you pull
I
his
would
body
say
back
pull
to
his
here.
body to here, and he's gonna make sure that there are no tracks leading
Okay.
to us from this side.
Nils is starting to. Oh man, it's getting pretty dark. We're staying here tonight, aren't we? Demons can see in the dark, right?
Yes, they can.
We're gonna have to be quiet.
Oh, I'm fucking quiet.
Survival?
You playing gardener over there is louder than what I'm.
Do you want me to do a survival for
yeah,
the
give me a survival roll.
21?
What are you doing? Those demons know we're
Make
here.
sure that they can. If they go for the body, then at least they won't see our tracks coming in here. And if they go for the body, we can take them
You
down.
hear this horrible thing, this wraith, this scream that emanates throughout the entire city. This is not the first time that you've heard the scream. You guys wait for some time. I don't know if you have any healing abilities or powers. I would be kind and say you haven't used any of them yet today.
We have 2 lay on hands. We'll put 1 lay on hands on Biff.
Okay.
We'll keep the other one for an emergency.
Do we have another? Did the paladin have a shield?
The paladin was proficient in his bastard sword. His shield is out in the street somewhere.
Biff gets 1 hit point.
Oh, is that it, man? Is that it? Come on. Come
We're
on.
gonna use our second lay on hands because he's actually hurt. 6 hit points.
I tied the dragons. I contribute to their hordes.
That's not how this works.
Oh, well, how else is it supposed to work?
You show bravery in the face of the enemy.
Well, yeah. Wasn't going to let the thing eat me.
It's also good to show bravery when the enemy's not around.
He shoots you a look.
What weapon does Clovis use?
Clovis has got this ridiculous great axe.
And the axe he can barely swing around. He's a funny build.
One of us needs to use that sword.
Yeah, I could use a sword. What's so special about it? Paladin sword, right? Yeah. He
It'll hurt
puts
those
away
things.
his great sword. Oh, yeah. I think it glows. What are the words to make it glow? He's asking Clovis. You know the words. Make something up.
Yeah. It's draconic form.
Luminous demonos.
Bright.
Oh, he struggles a few times and then it glows. About
Whoa.
5 foot radius candlelight with another 5 foot radius of.
He throws his cloak on it. Like,
What, man? It's glowing magical sword.
yes, and they will see it.
All right. All right.
Dim turns it off.
Yeah. He
Dimius demonus.
he says the words and I never had a magic sword before. Maybe we'll get out of this.
Make sure you do not die and accidentally falls in my hands.
Just you and me, huh? Just you and me. 3 days until the wizards show up. They're gonna show up, right? Paladin says they're gonna show up, so they're gonna show
Hey,
up, right?
Which way is it to leave the city?
You kinda to the south. There's a broken part of the wall. You think it's over here where you entered, and then it's a 3-day trek out of the Worldwound itself.
We should leave.
Our orders were to hold the city until the war wizards got here.
There's too many demons in the street. Even with my magic blade, I can't cut through them all.
My magic blade, King Kong. All right, King Kong on cocaine.
with three of us holding the city will have no effect. We should leave.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
There is no strategy to us being here.
It is
We should
rapidly getting.
leave.
It is rapidly getting dark.
Maybe we can find a confined space that we can protect. Small building.
What is that thing, man? What is it?
Nothing good.
Well, no shit.
Is there a way out of here? Like this thing down here? Can we squeeze through this?
Yeah, you're gonna go peek. There are some cracks that you could squeeze through. There's also kind of like a window that like a hole through the broken wall that looks into this ancient building. Who the fuck lives out here? No one. This city is ancient. Or demons might be the.
We need to make our way to the south wall.
You sure
We'll leave. Just lay low for now. So we'll line up. We'll just line up by the walls. Like this. We're gonna put dirt on this guy's body, and dirt on this guy's body, so that the blood doesn't make a scent.
Okay.
As much as a scent.
So you're covering them with rocks and dirt. Is this like
Yep.
their burial, man? You gonna say a few words? Hey, you're the paladin.
Hope you made it back.
We'll say some words about dragon scale and the fate of mankind.
Oh, you didn't know the LT. Remember that time in the inn? You know, with the buxom ladies? Yeah, those are good times, LT. We got really drunk that night. And the time you helped me with the... He leans in a little bit. The time that you helped me with the, you know, the crotch itch thing. You knew what to do.
We're gonna pat Biff on the shoulder and basically leave them to their funeral rites of the buxom ladies and the crotch itch.
Try to get some rest. One of us stays awake at all times.
I ain't fucking sleeping in this place.
All right.
all right, Nils, you try to get some rest.
Yup.
Okay. Nils, you're woken up by this strange ringing of a bell. You can't tell whether it was part of your dream or if it was actually out loud, but you do see no one else seems to be reacting to it. It's sometime in the night. Biff and Clovis are peeking through this area because they thought they heard something. Maybe it was the bell that they thought they heard. Would you like me to play the bell?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is the new alert sound effect.
Wake up.
There's something out there. They don't seem to be reacting to the bell. They're reacting to something else. Oh man, I think there's some survivors. Some people from our company. It sounds like it's out there, like hunting them down. There's a spooky light coming from the center of the center of the city. There is a large building that still has its roof, like a weirdly shaped tower.
What about that place over there?
Yeah, the
That one
place
has
that's
good
still got a
protection.
roof. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I don't know. If I was a demon living in this city, I'd probably live in the place with a fucking roof.
No, like this big. Oh, sorry, I zoomed out. This massive.
Yeah, there's an ill light coming from this place at night. A horrible ghost light that seems to cast down upon the ruins of the city. It's not as dark as you hoped.
Well, considering they have dark vision and we don't, I think this is a +1 for us.
Yep. We're gonna make a break for it. You got your rest, Sarge. You got your beauty
Sure.
sleep in this place.
I got my rest.
Yeah.
Take some dirt. Same dirt that he covered his the lieutenant with.
Don't worry.
Same dirt on his face in the image. Let's go.
Clovis gave me some of those magic beans. I'm really awake now. He's talking about coffee beans. The two of you have munched on 3 beans apiece, and you saved 3 for Nils.
There you go. Man of the gods.
So we're gonna make it for the building or the
product
or
of the trade with the Jemhadian ascendancy, but sure.
For those who don't know where the caffeine comes from, man of the gods.
Man of the gods. You know, there could be survivors from our company. The ones that went.
Is it in here in the building? Is that where we hear it?
You heard of something and screaming, and it sounded like it was over. You zoom out. It sounded like it was over here somewhere.
We should try to at least witness their death. Honor them that way.
What the fuck? Witness their death? Are you some sort of...
It's the least amount of honor I can offer them. If we cannot save them.
Hey, Paladin, you want to make sure he ain't possessed? Somebody didn't crawl up his ass while he was sleeping?
We're gonna detect evil.
He stands up and arches his back. Nothing's crawled up my ass.
There's no evil coming from either Biff or Nils.
Yeah, we're gonna point it down the aisle. Just point that shit down the crack in the streets.
No, you. There's no evil directly in front of you. Biff's looking at you like he knows your trick. They probably lean on that a lot in a war against demonkind where demons are known to possess people. Yeah. Hey, this is what the Demon Watch campaign is all going to be about. This is an interesting prelude.
Is this a thing we can climb?
You can squeeze through it.
Okay, we can climb. We cannot climb it.
No.
What's the DC of the squeeze?
The DC is 10.
Your Dex 8 heavy armor wearing paladin might have an issue getting through that crack.
Then he wants to go out here.
We shouldn't go this way. It's not fit for
I see you won't make it. Let's go.
Yeah, your big heart won't fit through it, man.
It's full of so much love.
We don't know if there's an exit out this way.
All that
right?
is civilized.
Up on the left, the right side. We don't know if there's an exit.
You can go and explore.
And just
Demons, the shitty ones.
Just what, man?
Sure.
Just what?
He's
You're
going
finish
to
your
stealth.
sentences.
He's gonna stealth.
I believe it's called Just Ice. Just Ice.
I'm gonna stealth. Stay behind me.
You've heard the one about the paladin's favorite drink, right? It is just ice.
21.
Very easy to make.
Yeah, he stealths there. He sees it's blocked. Can come back.
It just leave the jokes to me, man. Looks like we got to go out this way.
Charisma 13 paladin too. Oh.
All right, there, Mr. Ice.
Okay. He's like puts his hand up like.
Yeah.
Cling clong, cling clong, cling clong.
Yeah, the two of them are gonna wait. Yeah, you go look. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, it'll take a quick peek.
I'll wait here and guard our friend.
Take a quick peek.
Okay. You end up going down the street to take a quick peek. I'm going to change maps because nothing bad happens when you do that. Nothing ever bad.
Switching maps never indicates something went incorrectly.
It's all according to plan. Freaking made that castle.
Yeah, you were lords of that little room. It's awesome. Alright, and then I need the demon that is actually hunting you and your troop. Okay, the scene before you is one of complete and utter terror. The creature that lives at the center of this ruined city is beyond your mettle. It is not something that you will be able to face, despite having...
That shit's awesome.
Despite having a magic cold iron weapon, this thing is titanic and seems to be striding down the streets every once in a while, poking its ram-sized sword into buildings to skewer screaming soldiers that were part of your company. In the spaces that it cannot fit, it sends a smaller demon compared to it into the building. The demon that it sends into the building has 6 arms, massive horns like that of a goat, and great demonic bat-like wings. You notice that one of these demons comes out of the building with like 2 different heads of your company members. One per hand. You hear a laughter in your head.
Demons here powerful.
Oh, I'm not a demon.
What are you?
Isn't this unfair? Oh my. You're sent on a fool's errand. Attack the abyss, the paladins say. I tell you what, I will spare your life. And all you have to do is entertain me.
Spare the men that in my company and deal.
Oh, you think that you have some sort of leverage? You don't think that that thing can't sense you? You notice that it's just waving its sword. It stops at a building, and it doesn't seem to care about the lesser buildings. It just attacks the building. You could hear some screams from within. A soldier comes running and immediately runs into the embrace of this tyranny demon, the small one. It wraps around the man, and you just hear screaming inside of its embrace as its 6 claws are doing its work. When the tyranny demon finally spreads its claws back out, bits of your fellow soldier are being sprayed across the ground like liquid. Only a matter of time before they see you. You hear that weird bell again?
He goes to his men. Get away from here.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Go away from here.
Crusaders smell 100 miles away.
So what do we see?
You see
Normal scene, or-
Nils creeping up around the corner. His jaw just going slack, and he's watching some scene. Like the horror crossing the sergeant's face is immense. And you can see him talking to himself. Like he pulls back and he's talking to himself a little bit. Give me a diplomacy check, as you made a condition to the deal with someone who's singing a weird jingle
To the trickster
song.
god guy. We'll see if he honors his word.
13. Added to 0.
You're lucky. Well, very unlucky. Depends. Those are two sides to the same coin, after all. I will, as long as you entertain me, put you through the ringer. Do you want to be able to fight this demon, to keep it from spilling into your lands?
Yes. I'll do anything.
Anything. Agreed. You notice that both the massive demon as well as the smaller demons, oh shit, there's 3 smaller demons. As they come out of buildings, they sense some sort of presence. They're stalking towards your way. Oh, I think it's time for you to run.
Sheath!
What's going on? What's going on? Says Biff.
Run! Run!
Ah! Ah! No, tell me twice. Come on, Paladin. Hike up those.
That
hike up
sword
your
is weighing you
spirits.
down. I'm stronger. Give it to me.
Clovis and Biff are now following Nils, who's running. This thing is coming towards you. They sense the presence, probably not of you, but of the thing that you were talking to. And they seem to get mad, but they're also chasing you. These demons are running and flying at you.
I'm gonna send Nils. I'm gonna send Biff and Clovis down another alley, and I'm gonna go down a different alley.
Okay, the alley that you look down is full of mist and fog.
Yeah, I send them in a direction, and I go into that fog.
Okay, you send them down a different direction. Why is it going that way? Just run.
They're following me. You run.
The massive demon walks through a building while the other ones are taking flight and flying at you guys. You turn a corner. You are in a bank of mist. At first, you thought it was the horrible stench from a stench demon, i.e., a dretch. They cast stink cloud. They stink cloud, but it has a strange incense taste to it. You can hear a distant sound of a battle, but it does not sound like a battle against demons. It sounds like a battle of men versus men. The demons you feel might be behind you, so you continue to run. There is a sickening feeling as you trip over.
An old man.
No, you trip over the body of the paladin that you tried to cover up. Somehow it got dragged from its from where you hit it, or maybe you're back at the place where you hit it. It was a bit confusing, but you heard the imperious voice chuckle to itself.
Sorry, brother.
When you stand up, you are in a hallway with 5 strangers. You can only see their horrified faces between the slashing of blades that are causing sparks. There's no light. You have your scimitar in hand. Biff and Clovis are nowhere to be seen. And I'm going to go to a map. As you've all arrived.
And I'm just going to point it is 2:20 in the morning, and
Yep.
I do have to work.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
This is where we're going to end.
Okay, just in terms of like all the reactions, no, we don't have time for all the reactions. I don't have my wife texting me, but I know where I'm supposed to be.
There is a jingling sound as you're in a dark hallway. The only light coming from the sparks of a horrible battle. I'm playing the siege. You can hear the sounds of dying horses and the clash of men coming from this area. It is a din that is quite loud. There is a startled-looking man with long hair wielding a spear. There is an orc whose eyes glow red slightly, who has gone down into a battle stance. Nils, you are coated in sweat, wielding your scimitar, as it just looked like you went for a run. You probably smelled just as bad. There is a birdman in a suit, who's quite small, who is probably reaching for a blade. Did he have it out or not?
He didn't have it out.
Okay, or he's got his claws up and or
like,
whatever. There is a tall, wizardly-looking man. He does have a spear on his back, but he looks very confused. There is this feeble elf that has fallen over.
He's reaching into his pocket for something.
Yeah, reaching into his pouches and muttering something. There's a tiny bit of light coming from Chimchim's pipe. Like we're not even. It's lighting his square.
It's just a little bit of light.
Just a little bit of light, and there's this horrible cacophonous sound.
His face's expressions is very. He's
We're
like,
going to
all right.
push pause here as we've done the introductions for each of your characters. You don't know who these two guys are.
One guy's got his beard game's on point. Holy shit!
Are they friend? Are they foe? You don't know.
Different colored squares, man.
As is tradition, we name our games after we play them. This is the first game of our fun little side quest adventure.
Out of the
campaign.
fire.
Jinnaling.
Or just end into the. Out of the fire and into the fire pit.
Out
Jingle is good. Yeah.
Out of the fire? Or jingling?
Jingling.
Jingling's cool.
Jingling. Jingling is written into the books. We're going to play Saturday. We'll do Grimstone because I believe Mark is not working on Saturday. We'll get a little bit of a later start though because I do have a haircut appointment. I really need a haircut and somebody could do a beard trim and this is the only time they could do it. So I'm also hunting for a new barber because my barber moved to Philadelphia, the one that I've been seeing for a decade. So.
That's a little bit of a flight.
It's a little bit of a flight.
Shave and haircut.
Yep. The Grand Oregon Temple Trail. We can save jiggling for another time because jing is going to be a word. So the Grand Temple.
So in my head, I thought Nils would have the most traumatic sort of entrance, but I think the guy who is going to carry the most guilt is fucking Stelios, who just led a bunch of dudes to their death. They died before we got in the first room. Shit!
Dude, you lost 7 people. Lost an entire company.
I'm going to come back, and Stevan is going to be telling how I was a coward and I got lost or something.
So hold on. If I was sergeant, do I get promoted to lieutenant?
You're whatever you want to be because we don't know you.
Hell yeah. I'm a sergeant lieutenant.
You're commandant of the Holy Imperial something or other. Like whatever you want, man. Clean slate.
Cool Ranger guy from Predator. Honestly, with all the high-tech effects we have now, I don't think any Predator movie was done better than the first.
You're not wrong.
I know that you guys don't like Prey, but I rewatched it and I thought it was decent. The Predator didn't look as cool in that one.
It's all right.
But I kind of like the build-up of that, the main protagonist in that.
So I was watching Prey with Jessica.
Yeah.
And we got to the point where we said, this is boring. Do you want to watch Predator? And we went, yeah. So we put the old Predator on, and then we didn't get bored. So
okay, Predator and Predator 2 rock.
Predator 2 has really good gun porn. Like they've got, it's one of the first movies that showed like modern style modified guns, like guns with sights and extended mag.
I didn't mind AVP, the one where they go to the temple and
I like that one.
Yeah,
that one was pretty good.
Yeah,
I like when the alien calls him back when she starts hearing the queen calls him back when she starts hearing the shoulder cannon.
All right.
As soon as he gets his shoulder, okay.
So did any of you bring stuff? So Chimchim picked up some things. Stelios, you got a replacement item.
I got rid of my extra scimitar.
You got rid of your extra scimitar, but I think you have one of the masterwork halberds from the demons. But you can add to your sheet.
Yep.
You gave away the magic blade, so that's not with you.
It's too heavy. Hand it to me.
Mr. Corbeau or Oorex has his gear on him. Yeah. All right, cool. Next time we play this, we'll figure out where the heck you've been brought.
And now we can truly do Stelios, who speaks a language nobody in their right mind would know. And that's it. Now it's going to be
it's not going to
random
sound
gobbledygook and pointing.
Some Google Translate or something.
A little bit of Google Translate and some...
Yep. No, this will be a strange little party. And don't get too attached. You got 2 characters apiece. They're second level. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how you guys do.
What would be interesting is if you have 2 characters that don't speak the same language, but they have, like, for example, like speak with animals. You can have a translator.
We have to send it through a fucking pigeon.
You get a translator.
You tell him that I need a potato.
Yes, no, eat poop. Friend foe, yeah, something like that. No, that would be painful to go through a campaign like that. So I tried this. One more story, the language thing. So, Forgotten Realms has a race called Sorials, and they speak through very high-pitched sounds that humans can't hear. And then in the book, it's described as scents. And they've got like 5 or 6 scents that mean certain emotions, like baked bread, and like they give off smells.
It's like the psionics.
So I had one person back when we were playing in college. This is a 2nd edition game, so this is like a long time ago. In the galaxy,
communicate through 5
so
skills.
this guy who's playing a paladin because he wanted to be just like the character in the books. This dragon, Sorial paladin, like it was like a dragon thing. But the second he can't communicate with the party ignored him. And he's trying to communicate by going and writing things down, but the action's moving too quickly, and the other players just got so tired of trying to communicate with him that playing charades with this stinky with this stinky lizard man, that it kind of went like they did things and the paladin was kind of just along for the ride after a while. So any sort of, while it's cool for a scene, maybe a game, having a communication long-term no communication ends up being like the made-for-TV movie Shogun, where they go through the entire, guy says something in English, English translator says something in Japanese, Japanese guy responds in Japanese, interpreter says something back in English. The thing's 8 hours long and could probably be 4 hours long if they took out all the interpreter stuff. They actually went through every phase of it. So lack of communication between the players may not be the smoothest running game, is kind of what I'm...
I have a character that doesn't speak the language of the party. I also have a character who is profession translator.
Yeah, I see. So it may be a thing for one half of the things that you're running. There's going to be some language hijinks, right? Oh, okay, fine.
Exactly.
But if it was no, there's no way for anyone else to learn my language until
no.
You've got one. Yeah.
I don't get it. That character build doesn't have enough skill points to waste one in linguistics, at least to level 6, because he needs his acrobatics and perception and sense motive, because he can't see nothing, he doesn't know what's going on, and he can't move around.
It could have just been the complement of players where none of them wanted to explore what all the different scents meant. Nobody was interested, and it could be the player that was playing it wasn't as charismatic as his character. So
Matt would enjoy both sides of that.
Yeah,
he would definitely.
But it wasn't the right character for that group, because none of them wanted to. They got impatient.
They have a bunch of bruisers. I was assuming it's a bunch of fighty people who solve things through fighting.
Yep, and it was just basically, I don't know if that character died and he made a new one that was a high kill count campaign, but anyways, but it should be okay. All right, we're going to leave it here. For those watching on YouTube, thanks for your support. For those hanging out in the channel with us tonight, it was good seeing you folks, and we'll see some of you again as early as Saturday. We hope you enjoyed this as much as we do. Peace. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good to be streaming again.
I need to sleep. I need to sleep. I got a meeting coming. Oh my god. It's 8 a.m.